Hello everyone, welcome to TradeRun FX Africa. This is your technical market outlook for the 23rd of September 2022. Okay, this is our Euro USD chart. We've been overall bearish due to interest rate hikes that have been happening all over the week. Okay, we've had Bank of England, the Swiss are raising interest rates. We have they're just all over the place. So let's see what the market is reacting to right now. Okay, we're down in our trend line. Can we see what's happening here? Okay, we have our trend lines and channel, so beautifully touching our support level here, and we are also trying to break a support level down here. Okay, so the two things can happen. We may have a high chance of it coming down here. It may hit this round number and bounce back up here and keep going down. Let me see the space that we have. All right, let's see. Okay, can we see what we're having? So we have about more than 100 pips move to the downside. Okay, so this is a potential move to the downside, but on the flip side we may have it reaching here, reacting to this level, and of course slamming back up. If this trend line doesn't hold, it goes up further and of course move up to the upside. All right, so this depends on our fundamentals and how the bulls or the bears will take it. All right, okay, let's go to the next currency pair, British pound USD. You can see they are all doing similar things. Okay, we'll have a break to the downside. Let me zoom it up. Okay, we'll have a breakout to the downside. Can we see what's happening here? We've broken support and price has been going down. All right, so let's see how far price has gone so far. So right now the British pound USD has gone below 82 pips. 82 pips, if you're using a standard lot, that is $820. Okay, so right now we're looking at a possible retest that might occur. If it moves to the downside, it's reaching a round number here. There's a high chance it's reacting to the round number. It may reach back here, of course retest our support and slam back down. And of course if that doesn't hold, we may have it moving up further into this channel and of course keep going down. And if this level of our channel doesn't hold, it may go up further and of course slam and move back to the upside. Of course it has this area of resistance to contend with. Okay, these are the possible things that may happen. We also have British pound USD. Wow, we can see a massive drop to the downside. All right, nope, this is Great British pound Japanese yen, pardon me for that. All right, we can see a massive push to the downside. Can we see this, guys? It's a massive move. It's a massive move, and it has gone down about 500 pips to about 700 pips to the downside. Can you see what's happening? So we have it's about changing our overall market direction. Okay, let me look at the daily chart. Let's see what's happening there. Yep, it is breaking down to the downside. So we have it breaking down, and of course we may see a possible retest either at this level of support or to the trend line support. Of course we're looking at this zone as our point of interest, so there's high chance it may reach this level here or this zone and slam to the downside. Okay, and of course we have this level of support to get to. All right, so the Bank of Japan's intervention is affecting the yen, and most yen quoted pairs have been affected. So I guess that's why we have this move, this massive move to the downside. Okay, so if we look at this very well, I think we can create a channel here. All right, but I guess not, because it's still moving down. It hasn't finished moving, so let's see how far it may go. But if it actually respects this our round number level here, 157,580. We may see it going back here, and of course retesting our trend line. I think I should switch back to my 4-hour chart. Okay, fine. So I guess we can do a channel here. All right, but even if we put a channel here, it has broken this channel, so we are still in a downward move, guys. Can we see what's happening? We are still in a downward trend. Okay, so we're looking at a possible retest and a move to the downside, but of course if this trend line doesn't hold, we may see price going back into the channel. Okay, so we have these areas to contend with. Price may reach here, react to the downside, and of course break out, and of course move to the downside again. But if these areas don't hold, we may see price moving to the upside, and of course we may target this area of resistance, which is about 164,592. Okay, let's look at the next currency pair, the USD Canadian dollar. It has been overall bullish, and right now we are hitting the resistance level. Can we see that? Okay, we're hitting the resistance level right now. Okay, price tried to break out of this level, but it's still slammed back down. Okay, the bears are trying to push it down. They've actually pushed it down, and let's see whether the bears or the bulls will have it. But if they don't, if the bears don't have it, we may still have a move to the upside. Let me scale it down. Okay, we may see price moving to the upper channel. Okay, we may see price still reacting to this area, since we have it reacting down here and down there, and vice versa. So we may have it coming down again. The PS may take it down, and if the lower channel doesn't hold, we may still see price moving to the downside. Okay, so we have multiple levels of support to contend with. Okay, and if this level doesn't hold, we have a move to the upside, and we may have a 12 o'clock move. All right, that might occur. All right, so let's look at the next currency pair, the Euro Japanese Yen. Okay, as we've said earlier, the Bank of Japan intervention is affecting the yen quoted pairs. Okay, that's why we're seeing this massive move to the downside. Broken this triangle, we're back in the channel, and price kept moving. Now we're forming a kind of triangle down here, and of course at a support level. So this is a triangular kind of range. So price failed to break above and failed to break below. So if price breaks below, we may have a retesting and moving to the downside. So we may be targeting this area of support 3. So I may put it TP1, TP2 as you want it. All right, and of course if it breaks to the upside, we may see price reacting, retesting this area, and of course moving up. So we may be targeting this area of the upper channel. All right, these are the things that might happen to Euro Japanese Yen. Okay, let's look at the Swiss francs. What happened to the Swiss? The Swiss francs too have upped their game on interest rate hikes. So we've been seeing massive moves in the market lately this week. Massive moves. So the Swiss franc has massively moved about 237 pips. That is for today. Can you see that? It's a massive upward move, and we have it breaking out of our trend line. Can you see it has broken the pivot level, and we can see a retest. So will this form a hammer? Okay, let's find out. So if this one holds, we have the bulls taking this to the upside, and of course they have this trend line resistance to contend with. So this is a strong resistance area. So we may have price slamming back down, but let's see what happens. Maybe it may form a channel here and keep bouncing to the upside. and it has this area, okay, this level of resistance to contend with. So price may still drop below, okay, even if it's not from this area, it may drop from this particular area. Okay, let me get my pen. Okay, so we have it still slamming back down. Yeah, that's the market for you. It can happen if here doesn't hold, we have it plunging back down. And of course our trend line, we have a retest and it goes down. So we'll be targeting our resistance level down here. Okay, that will be a massive move to the downside. All right, let's look at the Australian dollar USD. Okay, what's the Aussie doing? The Aussie too is overall bearish. Okay, it's overall bearish. All right, but right now it's breaking out of a trend line. Okay, it's breaking out. Okay, let's see if it holds. We're trying to see if it will keep going down. All right, so it's trying to break this support too, and it's trying to, let's see if price may react like this, may break out, retest, and it has this trend line to continue, so it may still move down further. All right, another thing that may happen is that price may move back into this triangle and of course slam down, or it may move higher and retest and move to the upside. Okay, these are the possible things that may happen. We may have another bullish channel happening here. Okay, these are the things that may happen. Let's look at New Zealand USD, the Kiwi. Okay, the Kiwi is trying to break below our trend line. Okay, it tried, but it wicked down here. Can you see? It's wicked down here. All right, so price is still moving right now. So we've broken out of our triangle. Can we see? Broken out of this triangle. So price is trying to move to the downside here. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. If price does break below, we have a retesting this area. This is a possible retest area to the downside, and if here doesn't hold, it may go back into this triangle and it may move up further and a retest and a move to the upside. Of course, we'll have a resistance zone here to contend with. So these are the things that might happen to the Kiwi. Let's look at gold. What's happening to gold? Gold too has broken a channel. Can you see a massive move to the downside? I would like to see how many pips this is. Okay, right now gold has moved 200 plus pips to the downside. Okay, it's a massive move. I think we're looking at possible retest here. I think this is a possible retest. Maybe if we move lower to the lower time frame, we may see a possible retest to the downside. Okay, but the market is still hitting a lower channel. Okay, and of course the lower channel is a support area too, so price may still bounce back and still move up further. So these are the possibilities that may happen. If you go back up, contend with this area, if here doesn't hold, it keeps on going and retest and move up, and we may have possible reactions here. And if here doesn't react to it, it may still move up and of course keeps moving. But if this area holds, we may have it still coming back. Okay, it may slam back down. Okay, and if this area doesn't hold, we may have it moving down, retest and move to the downside. Okay, let's look at crude oil. Okay, crude oil is overall bearish and bearish trend right now. We're just having breakouts across board, right? Across board breakouts. Okay, we're still breaking out. Let's see if this will break out and we'll see have the body of the candle outside. Okay, all right, so let's see, is it possible, all right, that it keeps going down? Well, let's see what the market will tell us. But this break out to the downside may have a retest and move further downside, and of course we can see that we'll have a lower channel here of the higher time frames to contend with. So we have it, I may have it plunging down more. Okay, and of course we may have a retest and a move to the downside. So this may be our target. Okay, so there's a possible move of about 768 pips. All right, 768 pips. So now crude oil may be trading around $70 per barrel. $70 per barrel. And of course the fundamentals will confirm this. More supplies will have it plunging down, and if we don't have supplies, there will be high demand and it may drive prices up. So Russia and Putin's talk have taken energy markets to crisis levels. Okay, so Europe is under crisis, and of course the prices of crude oil globally is being affected by the Ukraine-Russian war. Okay, but if we have more supplies coming in, of course we may move down. All right, but if there's no supply, definitely we have to see price plunging to the upside. Of course we may keep going. All right, depending on when OPEC Plus, or all the stakeholders involved will give us a fundamental bias to that. All right, so let's see the stock market. S&P 500. S&P 500 is overall bearish. Okay, as I've said earlier, we've been having it breaking down. Okay, we're having breakouts across board right now. So this week has been breakouts everywhere. So we have S&P 500 breaking out of the lower channel. Can you see this? Let me bring it up further. Let me zoom it up. Okay, now, okay, I think it's bigger now. So we have a break to the downside. Okay, we have a breakout. So we may be looking at possible retests and moves to the downside. Okay, so the stock market have been down, risk off mode. So there's risk off mode in the market. Okay, risk off. So you can see my moving averages are fanning to the downside. Okay, I think we'll be having down days soon. All right, but the fundamentals can change. This is the market, but if these areas hold, we may see it going back into the channel and of course going back up. So we may have price changing. Okay, prices can change. Okay, the market is dynamic, it's not static. There's no 100% efficient market. Okay, so this is where we'll stop for our market outlook for today. See you again next time.